Canoo stock analysis. Okay, so in this video, guys, we're going to talk about yet another EV SPAC that is doing a reverse merger with this company called Hennessy Capital Acquisition. So I kind of found out about this stock. I think Jim Cramer mentioned this on Mad Money. He was talking about this company, and this company is very different from most of the other EVs out there. The name is called Canoo, so it's CANOO, another 5-letter, 2-syllable company, and their business model is far different from any other EV company out there. They actually have a subscription-based model so they actually have a subscription-based model for their vehicles, guys. So let's get right into it and head over. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over a little bit about the company. We're going to go over the background. We're going to talk a little bit about the whole SPAC deal, go over the investor presentation, and give you guys my future price prediction. So here we are. So we're here on the website. The website is CANOO.com. And as you can see here, this company is very, very different from most of these other companies. So as you can see here, if you take a look on the website, you can see that the vehicle is a lot different. It actually looks kind of like a really big minivan on steroids. But basically this is supposed to be apparently a bigger car, and according to their research they say that millennials and things like that are looking for a more spacious vehicle. So let's take a deeper dive into this vehicle here. So as you can see here, all we have to do is head over to the design. Okay guys, so this is the Canoo, and so as you can see here, we're taking a look at this vehicle. It's like really roundish and things like that, and it really differentiates itself from some of these other vehicles. As you can see, as I hover over here, it's got a really nice back interior where you can actually sit in the back seat, and perhaps you could watch TV or something like that. It's very spacious, and it has 2 passenger seats in the front. And this is a really unique vehicle. It's one of the bigger vehicles in terms of total space inside of it. And like I said, it has a really interesting business model where you basically rent the vehicle month to month. You don't purchase it outright. So as you can see here, it talks a little bit more about the design. So it's really a unique type of vehicle, and the interesting thing about this company is that they also have a business to business type of electric delivery van, and then they're planning a sedan car in 2025. So as you can see here, this is the Canoo. It takes around 28 minutes to charge, has a range of 250 miles. The wheels are 20 inches in diameter, and it seats around 7 people, guys. So this is this car company is completely coming out of left field. I've never seen a vehicle like this designed. I've never really seen a car company come out with a monthly subscription model, but apparently they done a lot of research, and they said that this is kind of the future of car ownership. They're basically using transportation as a service, so TaaS, saying that in the future people aren't going to buy vehicles outright. They're just going to rent them and use them as long as they want, and then when they don't want it anymore, they'll just turn it back in and get another vehicle, guys. So now let's head over to that investor presentation. I'll give you guys the full details on this company. So here we are on the investor presentation. You guys can find this information if you head over to the Hennessy Capital website. These are the guys that are doing the reverse merger. So first of all, here you go, another picture of the Canoo kind of out and about, and here's another picture of it depicted in snow, guys. So this is a really interesting investor presentation. You guys are really gonna enjoy it. So as you can see here, this is the latest model that's coming out in 2022, and then in 2023 or so they have an electric van, and this is the sedan car that is planned for 2025. So this particular investor presentation was really interesting. It has a lot of interesting information. So I just want to quickly, it's a lot to check out. You guys can check it out for yourself, but I want to go over kind of the biggest details here. So right now, as you can see here, it says Hennessy Capital Acquisition Corp announced a business combination with Canoo, a technology-driven company developing unique electric mobility solutions to transfer urban transportation. So right now they're kind of valuing the company. The total enterprise value is around $1.8 billion, and the existing shareholders have around 71% of the company. So, they expect to receive around 600 million in cash proceeds from this SPAC deal. And one of the reasons why I think there's a lot of potential for this company is based on their projections and things like that. They're estimated to do quite a bit of revenue. So they have estimates by 2024 to have 1.4 billion in revenue, and by 2026 to have over 4 billion in revenue, guys. So obviously these are just projections, but apparently they think they're on to something. So I don't want to talk too much about the tech in this car, guys, because this is an investing channel, but apparently they have one of the best skateboard kind of foundations in the entire EV car market, and that's kind of their plan to keep production time low and to basically give themselves a leg up on the competition, and they plan to use this technology with all of their vehicles. And like I mentioned before, their subscription model is something I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail, because I think it's really interesting and it could work for a lot of millennials that don't want to, drop $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on a vehicle and have an expensive car note every month, or just drop cash. They just want something a little bit cheaper that covers everything. So first, let's take a look at their management, guys. And one of the things that popped out the most for me is that once again, that this company is led by a founder, and that if you can see here, they actually picked a lot of talent from Tesla and Ford. So, they have basically talent from all different car companies: BMW, Audi, Porsche, Ford, Tesla. And I've seen a lot of companies pick engineers and former employees from Tesla. It seems to be a very popular strategy, since Tesla is obviously the king of electric cars and electric vehicles. So the fact that they have a lot of former Tesla employees working, I think that definitely adds credibility to this company. So now let's take a little bit closer look at it. So this is the skateboard technology that I'm talking about. It says develop the flattest and lowest profile skateboard in the industry, which enables a variety of vehicle configurations. So basically they're just going to use this skateboard technology, and they're going to apply it to many different vehicles. As you can see here, they plan to build a fleet of vehicles. And this company only launched in 2018, so it's very relatively new. Purchasing this SPAC could be the opportunity to get on the ground floor. So now let's talk a little bit more about the kind of the vehicles they have planned. So as you can see here, they have planned sales for this is the main vehicle, that the first one that they're coming out with. It has a subscription model, and then they also have their kind of electric delivery van. This will be similar to what Workhorse is producing as well. So they're projected with that van that they're coming out, they're projected to hit around 1 billion in sales by 2025, and with the B2B electric van, they're projected to hit around 700 million by 2025. So guys, let's just skip over, like I said here, the technology seems really interesting and things like that, but to keep this video on the shorter side, I want to kind of just focus on the financial aspect. So let's kind of go here to the technology as well. As you can see here, breaks down all of these vehicles. The one thing I don't like about this company is that it's going to take around just over maybe 4 to 5 years to come out with their sport vehicle. This is kind of the car that I was seeing. It's basically similar to a Tesla Model 3. So it seems like it's going to be a long time for this vehicle to come out, but they do have, like I said, the lifestyle vehicle and the delivery vehicle near in the pipeline. And these look like some really interesting vehicles. I looked at the design. It looks really unique, and I think there's a huge opportunity. So this is talking about the sales forecast for EV sales and the sales forecast for delivery vehicles. So basically, you guys, give you a short sum everything up quickly. Things are planning to skyrocket and just go up. So you're going to see more and more people using these vehicles. So as you can see here, here's a look at the interior. It's got lots of space in the back and comfortably sit 7 people, and you can even use this is like a theater where you can kind of watch TV and sit back here and kind of a nice lounging space. So it's definitely a different type of vehicle, and it'd be really interesting to see how this catches on. So as you can see here, the total passenger volume is one of the largest. Even though it's not the longest car and things like that, it has one of the highest cubic feet per passenger out of a lot of these other electric vehicles. So it really is basically a tank, and it's got some size to it, guys. So as you can see here, it's also fully autonomous capable. So they have software included that you'll be able to basically self-drive this thing, including 7 cameras, 5 radars, and 12 ultrasonic sensors. So it looks like it's headed in the same direction that Tesla would be in as well. So now they're talking about their business-to-business delivery vehicle, as you can see here. Once again, basically one of the smaller vehicles, but holds a lot of cargo space in comparison and a lot of cargo volume as well. So we'll be able to deliver things. So I can see companies like, UPS, delivery companies and companies that need to deliver packages and stuff like that could use this. So they're planning to basically start production by the end of 2022 and generate revenue by Q1 2023. And then last but not least, this is the car that I think a lot of people are waiting on. This is the competitor to the Model 3 for Tesla, and this is available in 2025, and it looks like a really cool vehicle, and things like that. So guys, now let's kind of skip down a bit, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the subscription model. So this was really interesting. Apparently this company says that it's a lot more efficient to use a subscription, the simplest way to have a single vehicle all to yourself for as long as you want for just 1 month. And they're projecting that the growing demand for subscription models will skyrocket. So they're calling this transportation as a service, and they're saying that there's a lot more benefits to basically having a subscription car. So basically you can it's less maintenance, the car lasts a lot longer, and when you're not interested in it anymore, you can just trade it in for something else. So here are the benefits: no upfront payment or brokerage fee, paid to month, no dealerships, maintenance included, registration, everything as well, guys. So it just looks really awesome. It just looks like that if this kind of catches on, with the traditional lease and a lot of people struggling during the pandemic to come up with disposable income to maybe pay for these more expensive electric cars, it just seems like a monthly fee with no down payment, no term, no dealers, no DMV registration, no maintenance or anything, all charging included, could save people a lot of money. So we're not really sure if this will last, but apparently they say that the subscription model also produces 4 times the margins than it does to a direct sale. So now what I want to do, guys, I want to go down here to the financials and give you guys the exact projections on this company. So to give you guys a forward projection, they project that a revenue will be around over $4 billion by 2026, and they should start generating some type of revenue in 2021. And as you can see here, here's a breakdown of the reverse merger. So when the merger is complete, there will be around 244 million shares total, and then that should be worth, obviously it's going to be worth more than that because the total share price right now is $16. So this number is right now is over 3 billion or so. If the merger were to complete today, it should be complete by the end of the year. And if you buy HCAC stock, which is the SPAC, you'll basically be owning around 15% of the company. So in the company, when this all deal is closed, they'll have over 600 million in cash, guys. So now I want to show you guys a little bit about where I think this stock is valued. And one of the interesting things to really want to quickly touch on this is that this company is basically calling themselves a hybrid between Netflix and Tesla. So they're basically coming out with vehicles that are like Tesla, revolutionary and unique looking, but they have a subscription model with Netflix. And they believe that using these two business models together, that they could just generate a ton of revenue. And they believe that the company has around 250% share upside, in the next couple of years using this interesting business model, guys. So, a hybrid between Tesla and Netflix, using Tesla's unique designs and Netflix's high growth subscription model could pay dividends for this. Okay, so I covered a lot in that presentation. But guys, I think this company is really interesting. So here we are on Robinhood. The stock is up big after hours, so it's around $17 right now. So if the merger were to close today, this would put this company at a market cap of just closer to around $4 billion. So if we took a look at that future revenue where they projected to reach around $4 billion in revenue in the next 5 years. And let's say that you use a conservative price to sales ratio of 5 to 10 to give you guys kind of a heads up. Tesla trades at a price to sales ratio of like 16 to 18. So if we use a price to sales ratio of 10 within the next couple of years, this could be a $40 billion company. And currently it's basically a $4 billion company. So I think there is 10x upside, but it's definitely going to take some time for this company to basically achieve its true valuation. They're not going to be generating any revenue until next year, but I think the products look really interesting. And once again, it's a 5-letter name. I really like companies with 2 syllables and 5-letter names, so Apple, Tesla, things like that. Just easy to remember, easy to spell, and great for branding. So guys, to give you guys my future price target here, I think that this SPAC is grossly undervalued. It looks like it could be headed in a similar direction that we saw some of these other SPAC stocks head in, things like stocks like Fisker. We saw stocks like Lordstown and things like that. I think at $16, you know, obviously this is a long-term hold because this company is just too cheap right now. But it does have potential. Remember, guys, there's a lot of former Tesla employees, former Ford employees. The CEO looks like a really smart guy. He worked for 30 years at BMW. It's founder-led, and it ticks off all the boxes. And this whole subscription model, this could be a game changer. I really haven't heard any other car companies talking about this. So I would say give you guys a future price target. I think $30 is pretty conservative. That would put that if we did $30 a share, I think with $30 a share times 244 million shares, that would put this company at a market cap of just over $7 billion, and hopefully they'll generate money next year. So I think there is 2x upside in this stock, and in the long term, if they really hit those revenue numbers, potential for 5 to 10x, guys. So I think this is a great stock to get involved when. Definitely like it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed my content, please smash the like button, smash the red subscribe button as well. And have you gotten are you getting my daily stock watch newsletter? Be sure to check that out as well, where I post my favorite 5 to 10 stocks every day, Monday through Friday. You can grab that newsletter by clicking the link in the description below, or you could just go to investortrip.com/newsletter. So that's until next time, guys. Take care.